Yup. Today I'll be showing you how I made around $16,000 trading the Nasdaq today. Twitter I posted earlier, around 1,000 each accounts, but these are evals. These are not real accounts. These are evals right now, and that was the second day on trading them. I believe if I hit around like a 900 trade tomorrow, I can get them all funded and we can start trading them for Thursday, baby. I'm gonna get a rip ski before we start this. Which is good. We took 2 trades today. We took a break even and we took a short that hit our final take profit. But coming into the market, as you can see here, we have. Came into the market this morning very patient since we literally dumped like 1,000 points overnight. So usually when that happens overnight, we have a big move either high or lower overnight. New York will just be choppy, but it was choppy in like 100 point range, 100 pointers range, so it wasn't that bad. Some good moves here and there. But yes, on the 4 hour, this is what I was thinking before market. On the 4 hour, ES has swept this low, and NQ hasn't, so there is a SMT possible there for bullish. So that's what we kept an eye on. And either I'm looking for a sort of 2 different things here. I'm either looking for a take higher, we break above these highs, and then come back. And once we break again up here, I'll look for some kind of confirmation going up higher, or I'll look for manipulation on the up, some type of change of state delivery up here, and then we retrace another change of state for these lows all the way down, since we're already dumped so much. Those were the 2 things I was thinking earlier. For pre-market, baby. Ooh, beep. But here, let's go to market open. What do? We immediately go down. We probably tag some sort of liquidity. See liquidity. Some people took this. I didn't take it. 1 minute CISD. Targeting probably all this low RR. So I was like, okay, I'll just wait. We also have stacked 15 minutes right here I was looking at, so price could have tapped in both of these and just dumped further down, bull or bearish. So I was waiting. Market just opened also, so you gotta be patient to just chop, like I said, because of how many points we went down overnight. But I'm just waiting for something. Price jumps up, we wick this, manipulate everything, but then we come back down. We're respecting this order block, and we're going for higher. But at this point, I'm like, okay, we're still just chopping. Price doesn't know which way to go. There's no point to enter a trade unless we close above this range high or below this range low. Just before I start looking for at least something. Because you don't want to trade in the range, just chopping. You get stopped out. But since we swept all this, I think this was inside a 15-minute. We didn't have 15-minute. Okay. But at this point, I'm waiting for these 15-minute gaps to get filled. I believe we filled them here, right? If we fill one here, we get a nice reaction off of it. But I'm still waiting because an entry for me would have to be down here. That would be a CISD for bearish, coming out of these gaps, which is nothing. But at this point, I'm looking, and we do get good reaction. We go into this 1 minute FVG, and we are respecting going higher. I believe there is a long somewhere here I wanted to take. But yeah, as you can see, we're just chopping and building liquidity on the lower half. As you can see, we're building stacked lows to become taken out. Okay, as you can see, we're bullish now. We're going for some type of high. So at this point, I was like, okay, if we don't take these highs, I see some kind of reaction off these highs once we get into this 4 hour. I believe there's a 4 hour here. So we have liquidity inside a 1 hour high. A liquidity inside a 1 hour fair value gap. I believe it's, and we're gonna form of this 4 hour once the new 10 a.m. is. So at this point, I'm like, okay, I might just wait till 10 a.m. candle, 10 a.m. reverse, and we'll see what happens from there. Since I think we're gonna form this fair value gap and manipulate up and just reverse back off of it once we sweep these highs, and then come down for all this generated liquidity that we're just building up here. These stack lows, and there's a low down here too. And we have 10 minutes till 10 a.m. So I'm just gonna wait. Nothing here I like. Okay, we go here, we take this high here. The 15 1 hour, but we still have this 1 hour high that I want it to be taken before we go anywhere. Boom, 10 a.m. is about to open, and 10 a.m. opens right now, and we shoot up, manipulating this 1 hour high, and also we are tagging into the 4 hour gap we just created. Now at this point in time, I'm thinking, okay, since we do have an S&T on this bottom half here, we do have an S&T, we could just retrace and look for longs all the way up higher into equilibrium of the range, because we had this big dump off. We could just shoot right back all the way to 50%, or I can look from shorts off this range. But it's all about confirmation, which side we want to be. You don't want to be early to the move. That's what I'm thinking. If we like have nice structure over the CE of this gap, then I would be looking for, let's see what the candle does. I'll show you in a minute. But boom, we're in this 4 hour gap now. 10 a.m. just open. We manipulated this high, and right now we're just chopping at this point. So I'm waiting to see which side we get, and we do get a sweep here. Resweep of this high, so I'm looking, and I believe I take this 1 minute and CISD that pops up here sooner or later. Oh no, we're still chopping. Still chopping. I'm looking for manipulation. Dang, that's good manipulation right there. And at this point, I'm looking at the 5 and 15 to see how we react off the CE. Because if we were breaking the structure, if we're going to be breaking structure and bodies are closing far past and we're just running through this fair value gap, then I can start trying to target longs to, you know, higher up to equilibrium of the range that we were looking at earlier. Oh, what? So at this point in time, we are still in this 4 hour gap, rejecting off it. And I'm looking for some kind of confirmation that wants us to go lower. The only reason why I took this trade was I had a break-even point. And we were so overextended from market open that I knew we wanted some kind of retrace back into this 15-minute gap that we just created. I'm waiting. Waiting in the ripsticksy baby. But I'm trying to see what trade I took. I think it was this right here, this break, yeah, here. This CISD I took off and I got hit break even. So we're respecting this 1 minute gap right here after sweeping this 5 minute high, and as you can see, this 5 minute has a great CRT. 5 minute, 15 minute, we're also creating a nice little CRT action. So I'm like, okay, we're at least heading down to this 15 minute low into this gap, and maybe see 50% of this gap at least. So right when this closed, right here, this body, I entered, and I had my break even at this internal, or did I have at the 15 minute? I had it right here at the 15 minute. 15 minute gap. Is it possible can retrace back up and go higher for higher highs? Because people were probably looking for shorts once I tapped into this, my break even. So once we hit break even there, I'm in risk free, break even, just moved it to there, boom, and we're in risk free. And as you can see, it came back up and stopped me out. But once I saw that we created a nice 1 minute SMT with ES. And once I saw that and I saw this next candle, see how much volume we had? We just immediately came right down and inversed this. And we continue, price continues. And we create a 1 minute BPR as well. And I entered right at the 2 minute. No, I entered right at the 1 minute. So yeah, right at this body, right when we closed this low on the 1 minute CISD. But we also did have a 2 minute and a 3 minute CISD, which more confirmation to go lower. And I had my break even at this internal low right here. So at that point, I'm break even, bang. And my final TP was this, I believe, this low. It was somewhere down here. It was like, yeah, it was that low. It was this low. That was my TP. I believe it was like a 5 minute, 15 minute gap. 5 minute gap. But yeah, that was my trade for today. Basically just off a 1 minute CISD, 1 minute CISD and a 1 minute SMT after sweeping buy side and delivering from a 4-hour gap, targeting 15 minute and 1 minute low RR liquidity, baby. Great fucking trade today. What a fucking banger. Anyways, I gotta go watch my fucking World Cup of bets. Gotta go watch Portugal. Anyways, I think tomorrow I'm gonna do another just recap. Live trading. So I'll see you hoes tomorrow. Peace.